their size. Yeah, they all need a extra small. Frassrand rips the serve, which was not small.
Oh my goodness, the night lights are out. And you know what? When the lights are bright, that's when the stars shine the most. Welcome. This is the Pottstown Rumble 2024. Along with my lady Thais Truman, I'm Jason DeBellis. I'm being joined by the 15-year-old phenom who made the quarterfinals? Semifinals. See how I'm underplaying this girl already? We didn't even get started yet. So, breaking down the logistics, that guy's Jacob Waga, who just broke down the jump serve. Jacob Waga's partner at the net is Jacob LaBouliere. And their opponents are Lucas Frassrand and Samuel Maszkiewicz.
Do you know which one's which?
I'll show you. So Jacob is the top of the tape, so explain to people what the format is tonight. We got us a big court, what else?
We have a big court tonight. We have side-out scoring. If they serve, they can't hit the let. They can't let. What is it? They can't trickle. Yeah, no let serves. I don't think I have the right to do that. This is my first Pottstown.
So basically you said, right, big court?
Big court.
Side out only to 15?
Yeah, side out to 15. Oh, I think it's 2 sets to 11.
2 sets to 1. Gotcha. There's the up and down set. There's a cross court. Wow, great shot. Better inside set or more of a drifter?
Me?
For that guy, something a little low, maybe something he could have had?
Fast so we can hit the angles.
100%. We're going to get a score check for you guys in a moment. There's the up and down pass. Wow, beautiful. That look like a 2 or that look like a 2 block, or is that something they pulled in? Maybe. Is that something where cross court was the only place he had to go?
I think he's jumping really high and reaching really high that he can hit wherever he wants right now.
This is the last play for Pool 1. Absolute savages in this division with the heavy favorite Cody Caldwell and Jake Urrutia. Check that pronunciation, people. Last year's reigning defending champions trying to do it again. And my girl Thais is uncomfortable with me on the mic, but we're going to get comfortable really quick.
It looks like everyone's ripping top spins. Oh, of course I say that.
And right on cue. No, finish what you're saying, because I think you're right for the most part of the day.
Everyone's trying to rip top spins and be really aggressive here because it's side-out scoring, so there's really nothing to lose when you're serving. You just want to be as aggressive as you want.
Yeah, like you said, because you don't lose the point. And the serve is so valuable. Why not take chances and right on cue? Between the left balloon last time and hitting the tape this time, you and I are Mystic Max.
You have the right idea.
One of the better servers in the tournament, Andre Beloff, he's still in.
Yeah.
Jeff Samuels, highly underrated jump serve. Finished 8-0 in his pool, he's still in. And there's a left balloon. We get 99 of those, we're going to start singing the song from Nina.
Alright, this guy, big rip of the top spin right here. Looks like they're running a 3.
Yep.
No, he's keeping it line. He's diving line.
Yeah, so I agree. He started with the 3, but the little lefty's cut. My guess is he was going for the 3, but the ball, sometimes the ball doesn't always do what you want. It has other ideas. All right, we finally got a score. This is the second set right here.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're live. Now we can actually see on the camera and see it. So you have a small sample size of both opponents playing each other. So far, you're saying service king.
Yeah, I think service pressure is really going to work.
I expect to see a lot of option passes between Big Jake, Big Jake and Little Jake, Jake LaBouliere and Jake Waga. So you played 2 days, right?
Yeah.
And the women finished today, and it's pretty cool because the women, a lot of the open players want to play co-ed tomorrow because they're the better co-ed players between theirs and their counterparts. What's next for you? Where are you going?
I'm gonna take a week off. I was just in California playing U19 trials.
Right. That's right. And then after that was Norseka, right? The Norseka qualifier. So were the trials for China?
Yeah.
Ooh, are you going to China?
I am not going to China. I got third again.
Oh my God. You should see this girl's face when she said third. Wow. And like you said, ace is king. Man, she made the simplest call of the match and it has difficult and complicated significance and implications of how this match is going to play out. What is going on here? One game to 7, did they say?
I don't know.
What's up with our guys in the MC booth? So, serve strategy. I like soft three. You know what I'm saying? Like middle.
Yeah.
Right hand just cut, start left side, finish middle.
Damn. He got up there.
Yeah. Is there a whole lot he can do about that on the block, or is that's just a good in-system kill and you got to eat and say forget it, right? I know what you're thinking. I'll just show him like the tape, and then hopefully he'll try to hit straight down into your block. Did you get one today?
I had a block, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you that join me, thank you for having us in your living room. I'm with Thais Truman, 15-year-old phenom. And her dad made her come, but she's having a good time.
Is it a game to 7?
It looks like a game to 7, but
Because they switched
on 3-0.
Three.
Yeah. Interesting. And now they're saying it's 1-3. I think it's the switch. I think it's 1 to 11, and it's every combined 4 points. Yeah, and the scoreboard's wrong.
They're split blocking the little guys up in the net right now.
So once again, I'm being joined by Thais Truman. Anyone have any questions about what's up next for her and where she's going? You can ask in the comment section, and she will do the best of her ability to answer honestly. But if the question's none of your business, I think we're going to say that too. So Wentworth, by the way, Wentworth University is where both Jakes played, and Wentworth is Division III, but once every 3 years they produce a team that is playing absolutely gnarly Division I style ball.
They're Division III?
Yes.
They're really good.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wow. There's an inside set. Not a whole lot to do about that.
Yeah, not a lot to do. The worst thing you can do right now, this is a really like high pressure like side out. But I think they need to be setting each other higher. They're both tall. Last ball that he set really high, he just went up there and ripped. I think when the ball dies inside, it's hard for right side to be really aggressive.
Nice. Oh, trying to bring it back. Too bad. Hey, let me ask you something. There's this thing with men's volleyball where some of the coaches are teaching some of the kids to pass and lower, where I've noticed at the highest level, regardless of wind conditions, it's always high. Like I watched Cancun for 3 weeks, and they're going high. So, and I noticed the women kind of got that right. Do you find coaches on the women's scene telling their players to pass low? Is that something that you would consider not the correct move?
I feel like it could be beneficial and sometimes, but also whenever it's really windy, I feel like that's when you want to pass it or keep the ball lower. Or it really just depends on your style of play, because if you are, like the newer game is like jump setting right now. So if you want to jump set, I feel like you need to pass it high or else you're not going to be able to like really move around the offense as well.
Very well said. Well, for me, holding your platform is king, right? So if you're a low ball passer, if you hold your platform, you're going to just give the setter time to get there.
Yeah.
So for me, and maybe you can agree or not, for me checking my 3 boxes is 1, do you have court vision after the pass? Can you see the blocker? Can you see the dig? And can you see the person behind you who's been stalking you for the last 2 weeks, right? That's first.
Yeah.
Second, can your setter use their hands? Is it something where the setter can present themselves? Because it seems like people hitting hand sets has been a little bit better than jump sets, bump sets. Third, like you just said, do you have a partner that can opt?
Yeah.
So those are the three boxes I check, and if passing higher is gonna check all those boxes. My bias, my personal and professional bias, always goes to a higher pass.
I agree. I like passing high.
You too. You had some big toe issues.
I had a big toe issue. Yes. A week ago, before my tournament, my brother dropped a metal gallon on my toe.
Really?
It was
geez.
at the airport.
You
It was rough.
You didn't piece them up, did you?
I wanted to.
We're promoting violence on the volleyball game. But no, good for you, because where it looked like, every time it looked like you were limping on the court, they served you, and every time they served you, you got killed. I felt like you were doing a Muhammad Ali thing to make them think you were hurt. And when they served you, they got mouse-trapped.
I hurt, but I was hurting, but I'd forget about it. The adrenaline hit, so I just used it to my advantage a bit.
Yep. Hey, once again, while we're at the timeout here, I'm joined by Thais Truman, 15 years old. Also, earlier on, we had Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah Wood?
Yeah. Seems like a cool person, right?
Very cool.
I like that. It's the first time I met you. I've known your father, LT, for a little bit. And to be totally honest, I actually said on the broadcast before, some of his best moments to me weren't even winning a tournament. It was making people play out of their heads. For example, Manhattan Beach, Eric Baranek and Bill Kolinsky from the qualifier.
Yeah, I was going to say, from the qualifier was crazy. Watching it was such a cool experience.
And two brutal play-in matches, right? Rob McLean, Rob DiAurora, and then Jake Arutia, who's here, and Earl Schultz. And then had to win 7 straight contenders bracket matches to make it to the semifinals, subsequently losing to Casey Patterson. And yeah.
I think they lost to Ed Ratledge.
No, yeah. But it was double elimination, so they lost the opening match.
Yeah. They lost.
And then from the contenders bracket. Yeah. But I thought it was some of the most fantastic work as far as making technical timeout, in-game adjustments. And I know you get to hear about your dad all the time, so I thought that I'd spit that caveat and then we move on to this match.
Yeah.
So sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say it's an extra long time out because I feel like all these players are feeling it. It's really humid out here.
It almost looked like, oh, you got to be kidding. And we don't have the camera shot on that. See you in the emergency room after chugging one before a serve. So now that we saw a little bit of this, what are we looking at as far as siding out for the other team down 2-4? The team that just served is looking for a way to get points. What's their strategy? What's their...
I think serving extra deep, keeping the serve deep.
Right. I would also like to see them, I was teasing you before about waiting on the block and showing them the top of the tape, but I think some of these guys, if you jump the same time as that guy,
they need to delay their block.
Right, there's a good chance you're going to go down first and he's going to still be in the air.
Especially because he's so much taller than them.
And there's a serve into the net, the bottom of the tape, ill-advised. I know most old school coaches get really, really upset at that because they'd rather have you miss long or they'd rather have you miss wide than take that option away from you.
Yeah.
So who do you go to here? Do you go to him and take your chances with the option, the lefty, Jake?
I think they're just trying to swing as hard as they can on the serve right now.
And they did, and it paid off. And now an option of his own. Did he get it?
Yep.
I think he did. Closing the lead 4-3. My Mystic Mac here. Thais Truman. Go as hard as you can middle and get that down ball. We turned around which one of you kicked me?
Yeah.
I think that ball was an ace.
The momentum's really switching right now.
Yeah.
They were just up by 4-2, and now it's tied 4-4.
Do you go back to 4? Do you go back to 4 zone or you go back to the middle? Left back where that ball hit the line?
Yeah, I think you go right back, to the left back.
Body language, the way I said, looks like he's not.
Oh my gosh.
And you got to be kidding me.
It hit the tape. That was a nasty serve.
That was, and it looks like, unfortunately, it missed. But I will say this, if there's a good way to miss aggressively, because you're still in their head psychologically. And now, by that rationale, the team that was ahead, what do they have to do to continue to keep going?
Damn.
Wow.
Not pull on that ball.
Yeah. and not serve lollipops.
Yeah, I agree.
Chris Marlowe once said, if you serve lollipops, you get licked. So, so I have a question after this play, just a volleyball question. And there's the option. And that's the problem I have. If you're going to say I'm serving the other guy, you can't serve the other guy where he's holding his platform. Just a beautiful hold at the end that allowed him just enough time to crush it. So you're playing defense, right? You're playing. Let's just say you're playing in the hatch against the one block. What are one or two things you're wow? There's an ace. Wilson tattoo. We're gonna hold that thought for a minute. Let's see if there's a big smile and a handshake and the switch. So one or two things that you are making sure boxes that you're checking when you're playing just basic. We just call it basic. One cross-court defense, one ball defense.
I make sure my feet are stopped and then I'm like low and ready to react, because I used to have a problem where I used to have a problem where I wasn't as patient on defense. So when I found more patience and also I'm looking at the hitter to see how they're reacting. Because if they're coming in slow, I know she's going to shoot, so I prepare to dive or get ready for a cut shot. But if she comes in aggressive, I kind of dig in a little bit and step up so then I can get ready to take the hard.
As we hear the capacity crowd behind us, all of a sudden this room got crowded and that ball... I'm using the term luff balloon a lot this game. So, no, it's a very good question. My other question is, why would someone choose the 4-block over the 2? Let's just educate our audience some of the drawbacks and some of the advantages of a 4-block over a 2. As we get this serve, hold on one second. An okay pass, creating a string out of the middle. There's a dig, and he turns, and he just says, too far. Yeah, so give me an advantage in something that's, I guess, a bad trade-off.
Well, an advantage is if they consistently keep scoring high line on you and you just haven't changed it yet or showed anything different, they're gonna think that the high line's still open. So it really depends on the timing that you run the 4. So an advantage would be if they can only hit a high line, you're gonna force them to do something that makes them uncomfortable, shoot deep angle when they've only been used to swinging deep angle at you. And then I'd say a disadvantage is if you show it too early, they just...
Good job taking a beat. We got a crowded room. It's a Friday night here. No, go ahead and finish that thought.
So if you show it early, it's also easier just to hit a deep angle. Mm-hmm. So it really just depends on who you're playing and if they're really if they have good vision or not.
Right. Yeah, for me, I it depends on the blocker. If it's a blocker, I can stay low and long and behind him. I'd literally just go to the 2. Instead of the last-minute switch, I can literally sit there and they won't even see. They won't even see me. And sometimes the more experienced teams, they see the blur in their peripheral vision of the switch off reverse field, right? Yeah. And you're in a grass court, right? Good luck making that second move coming back. Were you thinking about playing college, or?
Yeah, I am thinking about playing college.
Well, let's put the student in front of the student athlete. What were you thinking about studying?
Wait, say that again?
I said let's put the student in front of the student athlete for a brief moment, because there's a lot of colleges you want to play for. Dane's a good guy to play for. John Mayer is my favorite coach, one of the best coaches, actually top 3 coaches on this side of the world.
He coached Sarah Wood and
LMU. Huh?
John Mayer coached Sarah Wood and I at a...
Very detailed
I like how calm he is.
Yeah. No, but for education and for something you'd want to study as a major, would Cal Poly have that?
Cal Poly?
Yeah. Is that
Wait, John Mayer.
No, Mayer's LMU.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what I want to study yet.
She's I'm studying volleyball. What are you talking about? Why are you asking me questions? I'm 15. Why are you asking me questions about college?
What did you study?
I studied theater. I was in a Bachelor of Fine Arts program at Marymount Manhattan.
Nice.
In New York.
What college did you go to?
At the time, they were ranked number 2 in the country, and I auditioned and I got in.
That's
But
really
before that, I went to Hunter College for 1 semester, what we call a cup of coffee, because I had an NCAA team, and all of my friends wanted to play the same year. So 5 of the starting 6 played one season
And then left.
yeah. And we got to the EIVA Division I quarterfinals, and for a Division III team to do that
That's
in
nice.
a Division
yeah.
I and II league, I think that's what in the blue hell is going on here? If you weren't nervous before, look at what we're watching. That was a worm competition.
That is insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, an unprecedented first, if you will, at the Pottstown Rumble. It's here, this 9:42 p.m. Eastern time at night. I believe I speak for Thais, and I speak for myself when this is the first time ever we have ever seen a worm competition on a grass court, a beach court, or an indoor court.
I've never seen a worm competition.
Did you play indoor before all this, or were you?
I played a season for my high school, but I didn't really like it.
No, it's
not as cool as beach volleyball.
It isn't. More touches? Are you kidding? That's right.
Nicer to dive.
It's easier for the coaches too, because they have a more concentrated element for
Yeah.
what you're doing. Well, it seems that our score is manipulated, and it seems this play-in match is over. So, I wanted to take this time to thank you for sitting and chilling with
It's
me.
done?
We didn't even know. It said 7-4, and they said there's another playing match coming up. So, yeah. Oh, it was up to. I think Thais called it. She said the game was a 7.
Yep.
Thais. So listen, Thais, who had my back, the Mystic Mac, the entire time from the score, from the moment she sat down. She's getting up with a sigh of relief. Thank you for joining me. And for everybody else, stay with us. I'm Jason DeBiss. We got another match coming up. But for now, see you in a bit.
You make me come alive. You make me come alive. I just can't believe life's a tide moments just like these. We can hardly breathe. Let's jump into another sea. Oh, you bring out the best in me. You make me come alive.
I've never felt so free.
Can't get you off my mind.
You're such a part of me.
They don't fly so high.
There's still so much to see.
You make me come alive. I never felt so free.